the blue sapphire, the third hardest mineral on Earth after diamonds and moissanite, making it one of the most sought after stones on the planet for its superior faceting qualities and use in jewellery now for thousands of years. I'll be heading deep into Tasmania's wilderness to find some stones for myself, with the help of a hunting and faceting expert, Des, who has been searching for the precious minerals most of his life.
Some of these boulders, it's a big 153 carat, what we call a bomb sapphire.
Unreal.
And this one's a really awesome gem quality sapphire. You can probably catch it a bit better in the light there.
Unreal.
17.5 carats, so it's the best stone I've ever found. And then for the ladies, we've got a little faceted Tassie gem.
Nice. You do some faceting yourself, I hear.
Yeah, I do a bit of cutting. It's something I've been doing since I was 20. But yeah, no, it's something I love doing.
A real passion for you.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I actually moved out here for the stones, so that's how much.
Wow.
I love it. Yeah.
That's a passion, you know, when you move to the area that has either the gold or the gemstones, you got a deep passion for it. That's cool, lads.
Man.
We've got a beautiful day ahead. The days are short this time of year, so we'll go get down there and
get
see
some
how we go. I'm pretty excited. Beautiful country.
Yeah, I just think the old timers, they would have diverted the flow here so they can get all the tin out of this bend in the river. They're after the tin, but they're also after the sapphires. I mean, there's records you can find from the 1880s of them commercially mining sapphire. So it's been a sapphire spot commercially before, just a bit harder at the moment because
that's right.
People have been doing it for 140 years now.
A long time, mate. So Des has got himself a beautiful spot in there behind the waterfall. He's going to be digging in there. I'm like a fish out of water. I really don't know too much of what I'm doing. Usually I'm underwater sniping for the gems. And from what he's saying, it can be really, really good trying to move more material with the sieves and then finding the gemstones that way.
What I found when I'm looking for sapphire spots is what you want to find is areas where when it's really flooding and the sapphire and the spinel are moving, things stop.
Yeah.
Like the heavy material gets caught because maybe it's a smaller drop off and the river doesn't see it when it's flooding. But then when the river slows down and it's like medium and low flow, there's a bit of flow there, like a bit of an eddy or a bit of a washout, and it washes all the lighter material away. And those spots tend to just accumulate heavy materials over time. Every flood they get heavies and they get lights as well, but every time it drops back, the lights wash away and the heavies are left.
Yeah.
Go into where I was before and move some of these boulders.
Yeah.
Might get tight.
Alright, so I'm going to put the mask and snorkel on. I'm going to try and help Des move some of the bigger rocks underwater, and we can get right down on some of this bedrock to where those gems should be.
You know what, we moved this rock.
Yeah, I just thought if I could dig in, I might be able to move that rock.
Back of that one, I reckon we'll do well.
Alright. Some of the rocks in this river are more like boulders, and it takes a crowbar and a lot of willpower to get them moved.
There we go.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Starting to move some shit now.
Here on the tip we start getting some small spinels. Yeah, the odd big one. It's starting to get better as you go down already. And as you get in under that rock, it should get real good big stuff.
Has he got any material in the shovel? A little bit.
I never know you're talking to me or the camera. I look at you, I'm like...
You'll get used to me rambling on.
Oh, that one will come up empty.
There's a real art to this shovel work, and I know nothing about it, obviously. I'm always sniping.
I'm doing it really competitive. If someone else is finding the stone one night,
It's like I've got to get something.
look at that. nice big spinel, eh?
Oh wow. Big beast.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Large spinel, large sapphire apparently is the rule of thumb.
Any colour. Nothing in that one. Des has just got himself a nice size one. There we go. A lot of fractures though.
Yeah, not good, but
Messy
it's a good
stone.
sign.
Yeah. After no luck using the shovel, I decided to take things underwater and scoop up the material with my hands and focus on that rich material full of spinel and hopefully gemstones. Some of the material was packed in tight to the bedrock, and if I could sweep it clean and get it into the sieves, I'd hopefully have a little more luck. Alright, so I've got some material in my sieves. I think there's going to be something in this one. I'm going to call it.
You got it?
Oh dear.
Oh wow. You did actually.
It did have a colour in there at least.
No, that's a nice stone.
Is that a good stone?
Yeah, did you see that on your shovel?
Oh, it is a good stone.
It's a really nice stone.
What happened was I was on the bedrock on the right hand side, and I could see when I put my head under sniping that it looked like there was good spinel and stuff in it.
That's a nice stone, man.
And I thought,
that's a really nice stone.
Holy hell, I have called it.
That's a beautiful sapphire, man. Like a nice medium blue.
It
glows in your hand.
Yeah, see, I've never had one that's clear like that before. There's a bit of spinel, there's nothing
Not a bad
else.
size, probably like a...
Maybe a carat?
The stone's over a carat, but the cut stone out of it might be around, I don't know, 0.4 or something. Nice stone.
I've done it.
Let's get these big rocks out and we'll have a proper look. Oh, you got plenty of spinel here, man.
What's that thing
That's
there?
a sapphire.
I was going to say, that's got a different colour.
That's the biggest one you've ever found, I reckon.
Is that a sapphire?
Yeah, it's a black
not
sapphire.
A valuable one.
Nah, not
as valuable.
Sometimes you get sapphires this side of the star sapphires.
Yeah. And would they be a little bit clearer and like
No,
white?
not necessarily, but they'll show this sort of like sheen on one side.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not a star, but it's a bomb. It's what we call a bomb.
Yeah.
So that's probably your biggest sapphire.
Bomb sapphire, my biggest sapphire.
Should we just see if you got any more in here? You probably won't, but that's a really good sign. If you're finding any sapphires,
yeah, you're in the zone.
Yeah, you're in the zone, man. Continue on with it. You must be feeling pretty happy right now.
Oh, I'm stoked. That's made the trip for me already.
That's such a nice colour.
Yeah.
That's one of the best coloured sapphires I've seen in a while.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a really good colour, man.
It's that good. See, I don't even know what I've found.
Yeah, so a lot of them are a bit, they've got like this dark overtones, a bit of a blackishness, or they're too pale. That's right in the middle. It's like a bright,
it's nice and clear.
Saturated blue. It's beautiful.
Now we're going to find out where you got it from.
Sieve. Getting good numbers of spinel in the top sieve, so seems like I'm in the right zone. There's a couple of red zircons in there this time. A bit of size. That one's really red. Another little one there. I spent some more time underwater, just seeing what I could spot with my mask and snorkel. There's something about being underwater for me, spotting these beautiful stones in their natural habitat, and there's just something about it which is much the same with the gold for me. And as I've said once or twice before, the magic happens underwater. I was having a bit of luck and I was finding a few zircons and some small sapphires in amongst all this material. And although they weren't large cutting quality, I'm still happy to collect whatever colours I can find. That's not a bad little stone. think that might be, oh no, that's spinel. Thought it might have been one of the star sapphires. Still good size spinel in there, but no top sieve stuff anyway. There's a little, real pale little sapphire there, but not really what we're after. We've got 3 or 4 sapphires just in this last sieve that we did. Des cleaned it up for me. But yeah, there's a lot of big spinel.
There's plenty of sapphire in it too.
We've got sapphire, so there's one little blue one there, a bigger one there. It's quite,
nice party, yeah.
Quite fractured, isn't it?
I don't know actually.
Got some interesting colour.
Have a look. Yeah, it's like a yellow-blue. Yeah, it's got some fractures. It's like what they call a dog's tooth. It's like a rounded crystal section. Right. So, yeah, that's really interesting.
I've never seen one like that. And there was this little blue one here. Quite a dark little one. So I've been shoveling and working down in behind this big boulder. There's a good bit of flow on this side, so I'm going to go underwater, try and snipe, and just see what I can find sniping. I didn't have much luck sniping this time, so I decided to start throwing the material back into the sieves and to go back to working the material the traditional way. I'm so bad at it, Des. They could be anywhere in that. There's spinel over here, and there was nothing in that. I think it slowed down over there. Couldn't see any sniping either except that one. You picking a few colours out of that?
Not a ton of small stuff, but I got this got a top sieve sapphire.
Oh wow!
So
yeah, here's a ripper. We spent another hour or so in this magical place before our day came to a close and it was time to leave. Day 2, making our way in. I'm only just here today because Des tried to knock me off last night. He introduced me to ghost peppers. Never tried them before, but yeah, pretty hectic. So we're on day 2. It's going to be a bit of a different focus today. We're going to do a bit more of what I'm kind of used to with the sniping, and what we're going to do is try and move the rock, get in like we would with the shovel. Once we find those concentrations of larger spinel, we can start throwing that material in the sieve, so it'll be kind of like a little mix of both. We'll be doing the sniping and shoveling as well. It's so picturesque. What a place.
In this part of the river,
bedrock's the ultimate slippery. It's just got this layer of slime all over it, and sometimes it looks dry like this, but one step could be fatal.
Des has just been working over in below this waterfall there, and yeah, heaps of spinel and a nice sapphire in there. Straight up.
Yeah, straight up.
That'd be over a carat, wouldn't it?
Yeah, about two or three. There's another one right there actually, and another one there. There's three already.
Look at the size of that thing. Just a tiny crevice, wow. I've just been working in this tiny little crevice below this waterfall, and that'd have to be maybe 3 or 4 carat, probably one of the biggest I've ever found. I don't know if it's a cutter. I'll have a chat to Des. It's got a bit of a unique look about it. Wow, so stoked. Okay, no luck with that one. Oh, there's a little zircon there. No safts.
Right there.
That's a beauty. Oh, just dropped through to your bottom.
One of those squeaky.
Yeah, that's good.
Little trapeche. Got a little 6-rayed white star on the top.
Oh yeah.
Call it a trapeche.
Trapeche.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here watching Des work, and he told me earlier to work behind this big rock up here. He suggested it. I poked my head in, had a bit of a snipe really quick, but I got clouded out. And he's come up, it's because he finished downstream, just started working, and he's loading up this sieve here, and I just picked out a nice sapphire. It's absolutely loaded. Look at the smell. Wow.
Too short.
Head's nearly underwater, mate.
There's one there.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Good to know I'm not throwing them out. There's another one there.
Yeah, that we spotted that.
So,
is that a spinel? Oh, you're in the zone.
There's sapphire.
Colour coming out, and they're good size too. The spinel's good size.
I've got a nice big crevice running along the bedrock through here, and I'm just starting to see a nice concentration of spinel, and yeah, it just looks like heavy materials, the right sort of stuff we're looking for.
As like most river crevices, the rocks were packed in super tight, making slow work of it. There are a few colours scattered about, but nothing really noteworthy. But one thing was for sure, there was no shortage of the red zircons.
Well, it's been super slow for me. I just had a break, had some lunch, and I've come back to this spot where I've been working. There's a big rock here and there's a big bedrock ledge down in under here. I've been getting a lot of spinel and all the right signs in it, but so far none of the blue that we're after.
Because there was so much spinel behind this rock, I persevered, but I later found out from Des that he had already worked behind this rock.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, mate. You have a gift, I think. I should stick to gold.
No, it's just time, mate, just time.
Oh my goodness.
So this is a nice one.
Oh yeah. Put this one on there. Awesome clean.
Yeah. This one's kind of trying to be alright.
Yeah. Look at that pile of colour.
These couple have got little clean bits in them.
After seeing how well Des had cleaned up, I thought I'd better give it one more go and try and redeem myself. So I returned to a pool that I'd done okay earlier, and I'm glad I did because I did manage one more good stone.
Yeah, just like that, didn't change. Sort of bad little one.
And a giant spinel would finish my day off nicely.
That spinel's huge. I'm going to keep that.
We've come to the end of our day. We're bloody both freezing cold, and yeah, what a day. Thanks heaps, mate, for bringing me out.
Not too easy, mate, anytime.
Finally found a couple of good sapphires, one that should be cuttable, and maybe even that one this morning.
Yeah.
Potentially, so yeah, stoked. Now a closer look at the gemstones, starting with our sapphires. Some of these are quite small, but I like to collect everything that I find that has a little bit of colour. This stone here for me was the sapphire of the trip. It's got some amazing colours, and it's the first good sized sapphire I've found that doesn't have fractures, that's worthy of cutting. It weighs in at 1.5 carat, and I'm stoked to have found it. This here's the large sapphire I found at the start of day 2. It does appear to have some fractures, but there's definitely some cuttable stone up inside. And that one weighs in at 4.8 carat. And then there's the little dog tooth piece, all fractured up, but a really cool find nonetheless. These are the zircons. There's so many of these found in this spot, but generally they're pretty small. And we've got our giant spinel. These things are so cool looking. They look like they're from outer space. They've just got that crazy look about them. And that one weighs in at a whopping 12.4 carat. I ended up with 3 black sapphires. These are quite large, but they're much less valuable than the regular blues.
It's Des here. I'm just shooting my results from my 2-day trip with Levi. So I've divided my stones into 4 piles. Pile 1 is just sort of oddities. So there's 2 sapphires here. They've got some cracks, but there might be a stone in them. And there's a nice little zircon. Just turn the scale on. I'm looking through the camera, so I'll probably miss the scale. Here we go. So there's a nice little 2.7 carat zircon. So that's quite a nice stone, a bit of an odd shape for cutting. So the second pile, they're sapphires that are clean, but they've got what we call silk in them, which gives them a hazy appearance. Sapphires with silk in them can be heated to high temperatures, not to be done at home, and that will take the silk out. So I don't know if you can see, but it's actually clean. It's just got like a greyish hint to it. So the silk tends to clear up under heat and the stone becomes a bit more blue, which is good for these two, and not really for this last one, which is already quite a dark stone. So these weigh, this one's 2.2 carats, this one's 2.16, and this one is 2.3, so a really uniform size. And then I've got my third pile, which is my good pile, and these are the stones that are clean as they are. The first one's probably this was the stone of the trip for me. Let's see if we can see it a bit better. It's not the best light for shooting, but it's a beautiful blue. It probably looks better in the outside lights on the camera. And that one is a 2.3 carat sapphire. And these other two are, this one's a white sapphire, which is really unusual. It's 2.6, and this one's sort of greyish stone, 1.9. So all the good ones came pretty much in the second day, and most of them behind that one rock, which just shows how concentrated the better sapphires can be. And the last pile is clean stones, but they're just too small to bother weighing. They can be cut still, but I won't be cutting them. Maybe we'll cut them overseas where it's a bit cheaper, because it takes pretty much the same amount of time to cut a small stone as it does a larger stone. Anyway, those are my results, and hope you've enjoyed the rest of the video. Thanks.
And good results indeed, Des. I'm grateful, mate, for you hosting me for the 2 days. I learnt a lot and I had a blast improving my own skills a little more. For those that want to take a closer look at the work that Des does with his faceting and turning these gems into incredible pieces, jump on over to his Instagram at Flaws and Facets, where you can take a look at some of the stones that he's cut, as well as the process that it takes to find and cut them. So jump on over and give him a follow. He's also got a website, desgray.com.au, and I'll leave a link in the description below. And I think that's about it from me, so until the next one, happy hunting, and we'll see you all then.